Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now I'm here in Las Vegas, SHOT Show 2025. Just got to my hotel, got off my plane, and I'm like, well, I kind of don't have any blades and I need one while I'm here. Having my EDC folding knife with me is a must, not to mention a flashlight and probably a couple of other things. And so I figured I'd take care of that with a first look and impression of this Fintiso and what I believe is going to be the Toucan model. Now, Fintiso is a brand who I'm going to see here at the show this week. Going to spend some time at the booth. I'm going to spend some time with their representatives, and they are also affiliated with the company Shanzhou, who I'm doing some work with. Shanzhou is a kitchen cutlery company, and they're doing some work for camp knives, which is why I'm involved. But today we're looking at the Fintiso folders. And so as we get into this here, my initial impression, really nice packaging. That's one thing that I've found with Shanzhou. They've been upping the ante with their packaging, just doing a super nice job. Everything really clean, nicely boxed, nice lines. And as you can see, just the branding, super clean and crisp. I like the blue logo. I like the blue popping off the side of the box. It's just a real nice look. But as we break it out of the packaging, the knife in a pouch, and then the user's manual. Now, a lot of folding knife companies do offer a simple pouch. This is very similar to what we've come to expect from a lot of other manufacturers. Small cleaning cloth, customer service, and what they're calling a secondary community sales QR code. So kind of interesting, maybe a way to sell your knives to the secondhand market. Pretty neat. Some extra hardware, which is a nice touch. Fintiso sticker, and the knife itself, which this here, green G10. This is the Toucan model, and a real neat look right away. But as we start to take a look at this, I think this is going to be exactly what I want to get out of something that I'm going to carry during a show. Bottom line is, there's a good possibility I'm going to have to open up a whole bunch of packaging. I will be spending a little bit of time with some companies where I'm helping them with their booth setup and taking care of a little bit of business. And in that, I will definitely need some sort of a knife with a good utility shape. And as you take a look at the Toucan, that's exactly what we are going to get. Pretty much a very pronounced drop point design, almost spear point. It's kind of like a Warncliffe style in a way. Subtle, sweeping belly, very subtle, and that's going to have an awesome profile for general utility tasks. Full flat grind the entire height of the blade. So this is going to be very slicey, literally perfect for packaging. You can see it does have an indexing choil and a full four-fingered grip. Very comfortable. The ability just to totally get on this, get to some opening of packaging and whatnot. So generally speaking, I do think this will be a very effective design for what I need to do on this trip. Additionally, you'll notice that it's completely open, and on the inside, heavily skeletonized. I mean, very heavily skeletonized, which I think is a fantastic attribute to this particular knife, because this is quite light in the hands. Now, at the time of this video, I don't necessarily have all of the specifications, so if I have the ability, I will annotate below, and if not, hopefully at some point very soon, this will be on the website. But you can see a nice open design, very heavily skeletonized on both sides, and this is very nimble feeling in the hands. I do definitely like that. Now again, as I mentioned, this particular variant in green G10 has a black bolstered look, so black inlaid G10 there. 14C28N on the blade steel. To me, that's literally perfect. Fintiso and Shanzhou and the 14C28N that I've been testing from these companies so far has been great. I expect this will be no exception. Matching in with the pocket clip and the pivot screw, all coated in that gray. The pocket clip should be about perfect. Deep ride in nature. Has the recessed screws, so that's fantastic. And as you take a look, rolling this around, you can see does get into just a couple of body screws, then the branded Fintiso pivot screw, which is a real nice look. It's simple, yet it does its job. Some more subtle branding right underneath. As we fold that blade over, you'll see Fintiso branded right on the blade there. A little hard to see. It kind of disappears when you fold the knife up. You can see here 14C28N marked on the blade. And again, that kind of disappears a little bit when you fold it up. Nice thumb studs. And the first thing I noticed was good clearance and the ability to easily fling the knife open. Excellent detent overall. Tuned very well. That's nice and snappy. You're looking at right around a third on the lockup, which is fantastic. Pushing maybe a little more towards 50%, but that's more than fine. Very nice centering on the blade. Seems to be just about perfect there. I wouldn't change a thing. I feel like this is dialed in very well, and especially for the thumb studs. But you also have the flipper tab, equally snappy, nicely done. Fintiso absolutely has this thing completely dialed in. Now, one of the interesting facts about Fintiso, the company owner has been in the jewelry business, and you can see just a nice little gem there. Looks to be some almost like an onyx look. Dark black, really cool, and that sets right in with your lanyard hole. So you can see there's a lanyard tube bolted into place with these little gems. And that's just such a neat and unique piece that Fintiso is doing, and I absolutely love that about them. A couple last details worth mentioning. Again, you have the standoffs, that fully open design working its way all the way up that frame until you get to the blade, which has some subtle jimping. Not overly aggressive by any means, just very, very subtle jimping. This is a nice blade. I like the shape, and I do also very much like the comfort. Feels really good in the hand and is literally about perfect for everything I need to do. So a very nice job here on the Toucan. Now just testing this in the pocket real quick. Again, I expect this clip will be about perfect, and it is. You can see nice deep ride, fairly compact, fitting nice and tight and tidy into the corner of the pocket. That works out very well. I find that clip to be very effective, and especially with something that has reinforced pockets like these cargo pants, kind of a tactical style, that does work extremely well. So very nice with the pocket clip. Good grip, nice and compact. I like it.
So this is a Fintiso Toucan. Well, I really like the milling that's coming down the sides here. Looks very nice. The pivot pin here has a really cool little design. It almost looks like a gear. It's a pretty standard pocket clip, which will work excellent. And that milling kind of comes on the back side of the pivot pin as well. Really like the swoop. It gives it a nice look. And the green and the black flips right open. And I really love the blade shape. I really like these blade shapes because if you have to drive the tip down through something, it'll put all the force through the tip and really cut deep. Liner lock is locked up perfect. There's no blade play from side to side, front to back. Disengages easily. Blade centered. Oh, you even have a really... That's kind of cool. You got a lanyard hole right here, which is a little different. Usually it's from the side to side. This one they actually put it in a pin coming through the back. So that's pretty cool. That's different. Yeah, this thing, I mean, minimal effort, flips right open, closes nicely. Thumb stud, easily. But, man, overall it's a very, very nice blade, actually. I really like this.
And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A look at this Toucan from Fintiso. Again, very nice. You've heard me say it a couple of times. I like this knife, and I like it quite a bit. Every knife I've held from Fintiso so far has been great. They're doing a real nice job. Their manufacturing is spot on. Their designs are sleek and elegant and useful, and I think they just have a good eye. They're fairly new to the market, all things considered, but they're doing a nice job, and especially early on with their early models, they definitely have this dialed in. So I'm looking forward to more from Fintiso. This Toucan is a nice knife, and I can say so far at least in my initial impression, I can recommend it. Now, of course, testing will prevail. I'll be putting this to good use throughout all of SHOT Show, so keep an eye out, guys, for all the rest of my footage. Thank you so much for following along. To the people at Fintiso, thank you for providing this for review. And for the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel's going quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless too. And so, alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.